The 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And our coverage tonight will be coming to you from Sacramento, where the Kings will be going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, for Minnesota, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. One thing the Timberwolves were sorely lacking last year was a post presence inside. They were able to get the top pick in the draft and shows Karl Anthony Towns. How much better is their offense with him?
Well, hopefully if he comes out and is very explosive offensively, teams will be forced to help down low on their perimeter players. He can kick it out. What I like about Towns, he's mobile, and he still has the ability to get out and run. He's a young buck, fresh legs, a lot of speed.
You know what? Adding him to the team, fresh leg, I like that.
Fresh legs.
I just got that. I got that. You know what? Anyway. There would be an offensive inside out now with Wiggins and him. And at first, I was a little apprehensive. And then with Kevin Garnett still there, being a great tutor, there will be a lot more fluidness to their offensive attack.
Fluidness.
3 big words in one sentence. You got a dictionary over there or something?
Fluidity, fluidness.
You must have went to the University of North Carolina or something.
I actually did.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. Battling the Western Conference, the Sacramento crowd hoping to watch their Kings come out on top. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Martin and Wiggins out on the perimeter. Towns is out there with Garnett, and it's Rubio in at the 1 spot. Now here's Wiggins. Martin wide open. He fires. That ball's ice feed that time from Wiggins. Well, the main problem last year for the Kings, Greg, their defense. Just couldn't slow teams down on their end of the court, and it cost them.
Yeah, and listen, a lot of it had to do with the defensive problems overall. They were pretty much in the bottom 10 of every major defensive category and dead last in blocks as well.
Now, here's Rubio. Following the shot by Rudy Gay. Martin up top. Bellinelli is covering. Martin with the bucket. Martin's got 5 now. Here is Rondo. And just about a minute into the first quarter. At the elbow, it's Cousins. And it's denied. And they're able to recover. And there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so also got the body, so we'll see free throws here. You look at him physically, and Rudy Gay is the complete package at the small forward spot. Nothing holding him back.
You know, Kevin, he comes in at 6'8", has that solid frame, unbelievable athletic ability with the speed to go with that for a player of his height. He is a true talent.
And he makes the first.
And with Rudy Gay, the physical part of the game has never been a problem with him. As great a physical player as any other small forward in the league, his one drawback is he can get in his own head at times and not play to his strengths.
Both good from the line that time.
And no doubt a lot of players can get in their own head, like Gay does at times. He does so much on the floor, it is odd when he vanishes for stretches of the game. On pure talent, he has few peers in the league.
Wiggins, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Andrew Wiggins showed that he's going to be a big-time player in this league, Clark, for a long time.
And we knew Wiggins could attack the basket and create his own shot, Kevin, but I think many, and I'm included in this, were surprised at how good his jumper looks this early in his career. I mean, it's pretty reliable right now.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
First free throw is good.
And with Wiggins' game, he has a nice jumper for a player his age. As he grows in the league, he'll become more and more comfortable shooting from deep. He'll be nearly impossible to guard when he adds a consistent three-point shot.
And both free throws good for Wiggins.
And, you know, with Wiggins, it just isn't all about his ability to score. Showed a real knack for making the unselfish play, too. Understands how to work as a unit to create shots and gets to the right spot on the floor. His potential is unlimited.
Now here's Gay. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Here's Rondo. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
They set the pick. Rubio against Rondo. Rubio the pass to Wiggins. From the stripe. The Timberwolves again can't hit. There's the bucket. Good.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Flip Saunders. And Doris, what'd you find out?
He said a big part of their focus defensively will be on trying to contain Rudy Gay, adding he presents some challenges because he can shoot over the top, and also he's a tremendous finisher inside. We've got to force him to that left hand, but I'm hoping we won't have to double too much because they have plenty of other guys who can knock it down. Kevin, the challenges are full.
Thank you, Doris. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Gay's got his second bucket of the night.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark. In last season, the Wolves had the hardest strength of schedule in the entire league. Might have worked out for them in the end, as come lottery time, those extra losses do tend to help.
A baseline J, and the Kings check on 2 more. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Martin up top. Bellinelli is covering. Outside, Martin. Stolen by Gay. Rondo against Rubio. Kicks it to Cousins. To the left side wing. Unloads from 13. And again, it's Rudy Gay. Gay's got 10. Well, Greg, it would work out for Minnesota with all those losses. They got the lucky bounce, Clark, and the #1 pick in the draft.
And, you know, it's the first time in a long time that the worst team in the league actually got the top pick in the draft, allowed Minnesota to add another great young big to complement Rookie of the Year, Andrew Wiggins.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
It's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. 1:43 left in the first quarter of the game. Here is Caspi. Outside Collison. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And former Coach of the Year George Karl making his way back into the league last season. Kings picked him up halfway through the year to kind of stabilize their coaching situation.
And what a pickup to get a guy like Karl, Greg, on their bench. As you mentioned, he's just been a winner, Clark, his entire career.
Well, he's climbing the ladder in the all-time wins category as a coach, and also he's a cancer survivor. He's overcome a battle with cancer, and that also lends itself to having great compassion and respect for George Karl.
As did his son Kobe.
That's
Remember
right.
that? Yeah.
That's right. It was a family affair.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Bielitsa. From the arc. No good. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Outside Butler. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. That's a thing of beauty.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Jones kicks to Muhammad. Begovic with a screen. Pass to Levine. And Jones has it in the corner. Kufis grabs the miss.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Butler with the steal. Shot and game clock separated by 5.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
Levine can't hit.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Back to Collison. With 2 seconds left. And that one hits back iron. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Kings ahead, leading by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Kings.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Kings leading now by 4. A young team trying to find their place in the league can have it tough on the road, Clark, and the 2015 Timberwolves typified that sentiment.
In spades, 7-34 on the road last season. Dead last in the West as they won only 3 road games against the rest of the conference.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Minnesota, Rubio and Martin are their backcourt. Gorgie Dang is out there with Towns, and it's Wiggins in at the 3. And so it's Minnesota with it. The Kings getting the bucket. That's good.
And with the Wolves on the road, they shot threes better and had better offense. They would still lose by double digits on average.
Now here's Gay. 10 points for him. Off target from the wing.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That is his first foul of the game. Curry's checked in for Darren Collison. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Martin dishes to Towns, and stolen by Cauley Stein. Bellinelli passes to Cousins. It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Gay kicks to Bellinelli. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Bellinelli's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, guys, for the Wolves on the road last year, it was hard because they are in the West. I mean, we've talked before about how far they have to travel as a team for their road games. And, you know, guys, Marco Bellinelli really hit his stride 2 seasons ago. He was way up across the board as a shooter and assist man. Even his rebounding had improved over his career averages. But then last year, he took a bit of a step back.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Talking about Bellinelli, he won the NBA three-point shootout back in 2014. Looked like he'd perfected his stroke. That gave him, Greg, confidence in every other part of his game.
And talent is one thing, but confidence truly does trump almost everything else. And he just didn't seem to have it last season, but he has that craftiness and high-level skill set to really bounce back this year and prove that he's the real deal.
Now Cousins, after the missed 3 from Rubio. Here's Gay, and it's Gay again missing.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Curry kicks to Gay. To the paint. And there's Cousins. That's good on the assist from Gay. And it's a 9-point Kings lead. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best dance crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team.
think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Flip Saunders was just going over the plan with his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Wiggins. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Cousins inside. Another miss for him, now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Garnett's checked in. Kings leading now by 7. Rondo kicks to Gay, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. 12 points for Rudy Gay.
And guys, with Towns, he is so valuable in every aspect of the game. Really great at both ends of the floor. His defense is as strong as it gets for a first-year player.
Now we're talking. He abused the defender off the dribble and then just was able to glide in for the layup.
Here's Cousins, and again it's Sacramento converting. Here's Rubio. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
And perhaps the biggest plus about Towns is his upside. I mean, he's shown that he can make big strides in his level of play. Already good at shooting from outside and can play either post spot, too. And guys, as we all know, Kevin Garnett is one of the very best power forwards ever to play the game. I mean, was passed by Tim Duncan last year for total rebounds by active players. Still an amazing statistic among many for KG, a future Hall of Famer.
And for KG, the last 3 seasons have obviously been very, very tough. His injuries and declining athleticism have led to down numbers really across the board.
Yeah, I mean, his role now has transformed. He's more of a clubhouse leader, a mentor to the up-and-comers, an extra coach, if you will, in game and on the sideline.
Kings were off to a hot start last year, but things certainly fell apart midway. A big factor in that was the messy firing of their coach, Mike Malone.
Yeah, really, that firing came out of nowhere to the fans and the players, and seemed odd to fire a coach that has been leading his team to good basketball.
Now here's Jones. Feeds it to Garnett from 12 feet out. Jump shot is good that time. Garnett's got 5 now.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Outside Butler. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Caspi dishes to Butler. 6 to shoot. High arcing shot. The shot by Rondo is no good.
And, you know, we'll never really know the full details of why Malone was fired, but the effect it had on the team was easy to see. Kings really tailspinned out of control afterward.
Now here's Muhammad. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Levine. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Rondo against Jones. Rondo passes to Koufos. Garnett with the block. Here's Levine. He's covered by Rondo. Garnett outside. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Muhammad. Koufos grabs the miss.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
Caspi with the bucket.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Muhammad. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so we conclude the first half. Kings lead by 7. Time now for the halftime break. with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. Some excellent work early from Rudy Gay. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. Shaq, how did you think the Kings were playing?
They did an awesome-horrific job. That's right, Ernie. Awesome-horrific. That's awesome and terrific together. Anyway, they did an awesome-horrific job of limiting turnovers. They were almost mistake-free. They put you in the right frame of mind when you can play like that. And as long as they keep protecting the ball in the next 2 quarters, they will protect the lead.
Kenny, let's get your input on the Timberwolves.
Well, I'm seeing way too much selfish play. Don't try to attack the defense 1-on-5. Move the basketball, look for others, and then get your teammates involved. That's a recipe for winning.
That does it for halftime as the game is just about set to get going again. We send you back to Kevin Harlan and crew for the third quarter.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Rudy Gay having a dominant impact in this game.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
They've got McLemore. Bellinelli is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Cousins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for George Karl getting going here in the second half. Here's Rubio. Following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Here's Garnett. Here's Towns. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
You know, when you look at DeMarcus Cousins, he's clearly one of the more talented and also one of the most emotional players in the game. He's also one of the most teed up.
And talking about Cousins' top 5 in technical fouls in each of his first 5 seasons. Among other things, that's given away a ton of free points, guys, to the opposition.
Yeah, DeMarcus is working hard to control that temper, and he knows it's important for the team. But it's hard to plug a volcano.
DeMarcus Cousins can really be unstoppable at times on offense. He's shown star qualities ever since he stepped into the NBA. But it wasn't until last season that he was voted to the All-Star game.
And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. And back to Cousins last year, he was the first Sacramento King to appear in an All-Star game, which is hard to believe in over a decade. That is a long stretch, a long drought.
I'll tell you what, no question he's been doing a lot of heavy lifting here early in his career. But I tell you what, you surround him with some sick talent, and I can see rings in this young man's future. Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
Gay can't hit.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
The drive by Rondo. From 12 feet out. That one wide left. Timberwolves trail by 7. And Rubio kicks to Martin. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Drops in the layup for 2. Martin's got 7.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Sacramento calls time. All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best dance crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team.
moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kev. Well, during that last break, I heard Flip Saunders addressing his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Wiggins. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Collison and the rejection by Jang. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And he goes in for the dunk.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Defensive foul. First personal foul, 2 seconds.
And the Kings making a change here. Tully Stein's checked in. The Kings shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. And that one falls for Bellinelli.
And last season, really a tale of two halves for the Wolves. When Ricky Rubio returned from injury, they just looked so much more in sync as a team.
It's deflected. Anderson against Rubio. Anderson right side. Collison against Wiggins. Outside Collison. For three. And then Gay with the dunk.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. And that's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Now here's Gay. 14 points for him. Takes it from 10, and the Kings check on 2 more.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. Pass to Bielitsa. Gay against Martin. And that one comes up a bit short. Kings leading now by 8. Gay in the corner. Pulls it up. The shot's good. Collison making the play. And that's now 18 points for Rudy Gay.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Man, you talk about a guy that's bounced around the league since he's been in it. Darren Collison. I mean, he's played on 5 different teams in his first 6 seasons and has been a contributor and an impact player on all of them.
For Darren Collison, played a career-high 35 minutes a game last year. Seemed to help him find his rhythm, Greg, on offense.
And his coach had confidence in him, and boy, did he deliver. Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that hip injury shut him down after 45 games, but a positive season for him to build upon nonetheless.
The Kings will go for a different look here. Krufus checked in for Cauley Stein. Caspi comes in for Rudy Gay. Butler, he's checked in for James Anderson. And Curry subbed in for Bellinelli. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Jang. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Levine's checked in for Kevin Martin. And Jones subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Now here's Jones. 1:10 left in the third quarter of the game. And there's the pass to Bielitsa. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Collison. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Towns, he's checked in for Bielitsa. Timberwolves trail by 10. Outside, Jones. Towns sets the pick for Jones. The feed to Pekovic. Kufis grabs the miss. The Kings have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Caspi dishes to Collison. Curry outside. The shot will not go. Now Muhammad. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Now here's Jones. He dishes it to Towns. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
It's his first trip to the line.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Towns drops them both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Kings ahead, up 8. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports. And the final period of play just about to start. So on the floor for Minnesota, Wiggins outside at the 3 with Anthony Towns at the 4. In the backcourt, Rubio and Muhammad. And it's Pekovic in at the 5 spot.
And guys, for Nikola Pekovic, NBA scouts said he needed work on his shot coming in. Yet he's money from mid-range at times, especially at the charity stripe. One of the best free throw shooting bigs we have in our league.
The first one falls. And last season, an injury-filled one for Nikola Pekovic. Played only 31 games before he was sidelined. Clark with an Achilles injury.
Yeah, and you know, he wasn't even playing quite up to par before the injury, Kevin. After shooting well over 50% in each of his first 4 seasons, he dropped to under 43% last year.
Second free throw, no good. Kings leading now by 7. Rondo with it, guarded now by Rubio. And stolen by Wiggins. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation. And on the subject of Pekovic, last season was another difficult step back for him physically. At some point, one wonders if his whole career becomes in jeopardy. It just takes so much effort to keep coming back. And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Andrew Wiggins.
And guys, I, for one, can relate to what Pekovic is going through. I mean, it's not easy as a big man to get those injuries to your legs. I mean, you're carrying a lot of weight and force around. I mean, let's hope Nikola finds a little more luck going forward as far as the injuries. Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Now here's McLemore. And here is Cousins. And it's Rondo in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, McLemore. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Kings leading now by 4. And McLemore kicks to Rondo. No luck. And Minnesota now the other way.
Oh, nice play on D. Got that hand in the face and prevented him there from getting an easy look.
Exactly. Alert and aware. Really reacted quickly to that shot attempt.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
1 year out from the big Kevin Love for Andrew Wiggins trade, and you have to think that the Wolves are pleased. Wiggins, Clark, has looked amazing.
Yeah, to get talent from a player who wants out is one thing. To get a player of Wiggins' caliber is a whole nother level, and that's a good get for the Wolves.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, over that break, I was able to catch the message George Karl was giving to his team. He told them, the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
And for the Love and Wiggins trade, we knew that it could take several years to properly evaluate, but Wiggins was just so good his rookie season. Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Garnett and the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
They set the pick to tie it up. Kevin Martin again. Martin's got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
And I think that is a key part. Wiggins was so much better than anyone expected as a rookie. People figured it would take him several years to develop, but he was the most NBA-ready player of the class, and I think that caught a lot of people off guard.
Here's Bellinelli following the score by Kevin Martin. Bellinelli gets the bucket. And the Kings lead by 2.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one. When it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles that twine.
And this is a thunderstorm because they got it flowing right now. They are putting on a nice run.
Here's Bellinelli. Fires from 14. Good on the jump shot.
Big shot. As soon as he got an opening, boy, did he let it fly.
The Timberwolves have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best dance crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team.
Kevin Martin on the wing, guarded by McLemore. Tries from the block, and it's Sacramento with the rebound. Now here's Cousins. Defense is right there. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. That is good. 18 points for Andrew Wiggins.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man. You can't be pleased with all these easy looks. They continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Collison, the pass to Cousins. Garnett with the block.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And Rubio kicks to Martin. Off the pick. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
.21 left in the fourth quarter. Collison with it. There's the dish to Cousins. To the middle. Here's Gay. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Kevin Garnett.
Boy, what a great game for Gay. He has 18 points and 1 steal. His success in the assist department is carried over to the free throw line.
Boy, has he been steady at the helm today.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
And he does get the second one. And that narrows the gap to 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, your King's Dancing.
1:05 left in the fourth. And Cousins comes over to help. Money!
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Collison kicks to Cousins. It's good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
And Rubio kicks to Martin. And Cousins comes over to help. The drive by Rubio. Buries it.
Even double team. He had the vision to see the open man.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Collison against Rubio. Here's Cousins. Rebound, Minnesota. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best dance crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Gay dishes to Bellinelli. Back to Gay. From deep. No good. Excellent D there from Garnett. And an intentional foul right there.
At the line for the Kings, Karl Anthony Towns. 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. McLemore. It falls.
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Andrew Wiggins.
There's no denying Wiggins has almost superhuman athletic ability. He's not just raw talent, he's got the polish too. And in case you didn't know this little fun fact, he was the first Canadian to win Rookie of the Year. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.